Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This week I wanted to delve in a little deeper on ways that you can use your planner. The first video in this series was just a basic, generalised, this is a planner, this is what you can do with it, write down everything that you want in life, kind of go for it. This one I want to look into more specific reasons as to why people buy planners and use them. Therefore, this video I want to talk about goals and projects. Goals and projects. Firstly, what is the difference? So, a goal is something that we generally aspire to in life. It's pretty much a simple statement. It can be a one word, one sentence. I want to live here. I want to be this weight. I want to earn this amount of money every month. It's a statement of something that we would like to eventually go and get. A project is known as something that requires more than one task in order to be able to finish. For example, if you want to set up a business, it's not just go set up a business, it's think of a name, design a logo, go and get social media, go and make a website, or find some sort of platform that you can talk to people on. See how that is multiple steps, multiple tasks for one overarching task. So that is a project. However, they both can be intertwined, if that makes sense. For example, your goal could be your overarching task for the project, and then you go and list out all of your tasks below in order to accomplish your goal. Take the I want to be this weight goal. Your tasks: stop eating so many carbs, stop eating so many sweets, work out 3 times a week for half an hour. That can, see how it turns into a project. It's both words can be used in replacement of the other ones. So. But now I've got that cleared up, I wanted to show you how you can use your planner to set goals, track them, and tick off your to-do list for your project. I have here a happy planner. This is my one. It was I think it was called the Farmhouse. Honestly, I am not too sure of this one because this was actually my mum's. She bought an 18th month planner, used it for a couple of months, decided it wasn't for her, so thankfully I inherited it. But when setting out goals, you always need to make sure you have your what. So what is it am I setting? I am, your statement, your mission. Then you need to work out when you want to do it by. Dates. You will hear dates no matter who you talk to about goals and projects. I always say the first thing is you need a due date. The reason for this, if you don't have a date, you'll never get it done. Or even if you do, you won't feel as motivated to get it done. You won't push for it as much. So even if you are a pretty motivated person, you can always speed up the process just a little bit more by giving yourself a date which isn't too hard but will still challenge you in the process. Therefore, I think the happy planner or any kind of insert or diary that has both a monthly, a weekly, or perhaps a monthly and a daily insert or type is really beneficial. You can have your goal written out multiple times and you can really break it down. For example, this is one side of the monthly overview. There you go, we have one there and one there. This is great for an overview. If you're someone like me who likes to work on a couple of goals at any one time, you need a place to track them all. On one side here, you have lines. You can just simply list them if you want to. However, I would really suggest that you look into using the actual dates. If you have main action steps that you need to take, write them down in your monthly overview, in your monthly easily see what you need to be doing when you need to be getting it done by. So that's why I really like the monthly pages for goals. Skipping on through a little bit, this is a weekly page which I'm about to turn and show you. I'm going to show you an empty blank one just because I have a lot of stickers in my planner already and I don't want to confuse anyone. So this is what a blank weekly overview looks like in the Happy Planner. So you've got both sides, Monday to Sunday, with again a sidebar with lines down the side of it. Again, you can write down here your daily habits, things you need to do every day to keep on track of your goal. If your goal was something to do with your business, you could be tracking how many times a week are you engaging with your customers in order to turn them from viewers of social media to actual customers of your product. If you are trying to declutter your house, you could be, putting areas to work on Monday to Sunday. You could do Monday, work on the kitchen, Tuesday, the lounge perhaps. So that's a really, really good thing. When it comes to the actual weekly overview, you can see you have all of this space to write down every single baby task, not the main action ones, not the pretty important milestones, but the really small nitty gritty things that are really going to help push you forward into your goal planning. You can also, with the amount of room, you can also journal about it or write notes perhaps. If something cannot be squeezed into this small little area, one thing per line, and you don't want to do that, having these boxes and separating them out is a really good way of being able to describe to yourself what needs to be done and why. Why do you need to do it? When it comes to laying out your goals, there are, of course, a couple of ways you can do this. If you have a one planner system and you need everything in one planner, you could very well set it up as a things you need to do for work, things you need to do for your home and personal life, and a goals area. However, as I said earlier, if you're someone like me who likes to work on a couple of projects or goals at a time, you could do it as goal 1, goal 2, goal 3. That being said, there is no right or wrong way to plan as long as it suits you, it suits your lifestyle, and you're seeing it help you. There is only one wrong way to plan, and if that isn't helping you. If you're planning in a way and you're just not getting anything done, and in fact you're probably wasting more time planning than you are being productive, you probably need to switch it up a bit. But until then, you do what works for you and do not follow everyone else. It's really fun doing all the stickers, but again, if it's not helping you, don't use them. Now, I've been speaking a lot about the Happy Planner. You do not need a Happy Planner to do your goals. I'm using my trusty, shiny notebook here from Go Stationery again. The code below for this is in the description. If you just have a notebook, separate out your page into areas. So for example, here you could see this big line at the top. That could be your what. Write your statement, write your mission up at the top. I want to achieve this by this date. You can then write out below 3 to 5 main action steps. So for example, if you wanted to, going back to the example of starting a business, your main action points may be create a website, make a certain amount of products, start marketing, and start growing your contacts. Of course, these still sound really rather large, You can, of course, break these down even further. These are just why they were called the main action steps. These 4 things will help you in the long run achieve your goal. Once you've got those main action steps, you can then break those down even more into baby steps. So for example, if you say take the first one of create a website, you'll need to choose a platform. I would recommend WordPress. It's just the one that I've always used, but there are other ones such as Wix out there. I know GoDaddy does something like that as well. So choose a platform, choose a look or a theme if you're on WordPress, write the pages, get photos. They're all baby steps which can be taken from this one main action step. And then don't forget to log all of those tasks with due dates again into your notebook and tick them off once you're done. Lastly, KikiK or a Filofax or a ring binder or any other type of planner. If you have inserts, let me see if I can find you one. Firstly, you may have monthly and weekly inserts, again, just like the Happy Planner or any type of diary. Use those in exactly the same way. However, you can also get inserts which are goal planners. So for example, this one I made for myself, although I am going to be changing it. So I've got here, I've asked myself the question, what do you want to achieve? Who will be doing the goal? Perhaps it's a joint goal, a joint project. If not, it's just you. What is it that you want to achieve? When do you want to get it done by? Where does this need to happen? For example, this could be a home project or a garden project, or it could be a work project. Why? This is a big thing. What's your motivation behind doing the goal? If you have a why, you're more likely to do it. For example, running a business, it could be so you can, have a home or pay your bills or just have extra spending money, or go out for more meals out if you love your food as much as I do. What's your reason why? How are you going to do it? Are you going to dedicate a certain amount of time each week? Do a daily habit? How are you going to achieve your goal? The last thing I have here is a reward. Now, rewards are insane. I am going to be doing a separate YouTube video on this and a blog post about why we should be setting rewards. But to sum it up really briefly, the reward system has an amazing effect on our brains. If we reward our brains, obviously it means we're doing something right. Therefore, our brains are going in, must keep going because I want more rewards. Again, I am going to go into this into a much deeper level in the future, but give yourself a reward. Of course, achieving the goal is a reward in itself, but if you can add some more smaller ones along the way, that's also really helpful too. I then, of course, just have a section down below here, steps that I need to take to complete this goal, date and a checklist. So that is how I use my planners to plan out my goals and my projects. I really hope that this video has helped you so you can find your perfect way to plan out your goals too. If you like this video, don't forget to like and comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already. And the question of the day, what are you currently working towards? Have you planned it out in your planner? And if so, how are you doing it? The more ways we can get how to use a planner to set your goals, the better, so we can share the knowledge with everyone. But until next time, bye guys.